My good people, right? I hear me walk around in the dad's house slippers right now. But I'm on right now. I'm on house slippers right now. And what we are doing is doing a little talk real quick. I'm not gonna hold everybody long. You can hear me with my little headphones on. Hey man, it's happy Father's Day to everybody. Welcome back, man. It's your boy Inside. And listen, we're here. All right, we're here. It's Father's Day. And y'all, I'm just gonna give y'all a little tidbit on Inside, right? And when it comes to a lot of these holidays, I was telling one of my veteran brothers here, I'm moving this camera up a little bit. So you guys can kind of see a little better or whatever. Anyways, man, when it comes to these holidays, I'm not the biggest celebrator anymore, right? I just don't really celebrate holidays like that anymore. But out of respect for everybody and the great holiday it is, just want to say happy Father's Day to everybody. I would like to encourage you guys to enjoy your day as much as you can, even the people that are not fathers. It's just another day to me. All right. With that being said, let me throw the shades on. So I'm in cue and in character. There we go. Bow. Here we go. Bam. We in there. Now it's how you look like the show is ready to go. Well, we're here now. Anyways, right? It's Father's Day, right? And in my mind, it's another day. But I want to give a little history on Father's Day and where it comes from. So, right? Father's Day officially 1972 President Richard Nixon was the one that signed off to make it a permanent official holiday, right? This is what the man did. It was cool. But as we know, history never just starts at one spot. It goes a little further. Now, with me being a Army veteran, I would like to say it's interesting what you find out about history when you do a little research. So I did a little research and like, well, you know what? Where did Father's Day come from? And why is Father's Day so important? And what makes it so important? It all comes from a young woman, right, that wanted to honor her dad, right? Father's Day was not really an actual day. It wasn't even a thought of until 1908, actually, right? In 1910, right? Young lady, Miss Dodd, right? Miss Dodd, who wanted to honor her single, not just father, her single father, Civil War veteran, who raised her and her 5 siblings by himself. By himself. This is what kicked off Father's Day. Now, for everybody out here that gives fathers a hard time and ride them on their back, let's just know and let's make sure we understand that it was a father that chose to do the right thing. You know what I mean? We don't know so far so much of the history of what happened and why he was end up being a father to himself. But a lot of fathers don't get a lot of credit out here. Or when situations go bad and things go left, fathers get a lot of ruffle. And we only really get one day out of the year, you know what I'm saying, to be celebrated. Depending on how your households run, and I'm gonna put it like this: most fathers, we don't really get that hoopla cheer. Okay, we really don't. We really don't. Why? Because we're out here working or we're out here doing something to make sure we provide and do what we can to make sure our kids are good. At least the kids that you may have around you. You see, I'm one of those second chance fathers. Okay. So the reason why I don't really do all the celebrating of all the holidays is because my job is to make sure I provide, make sure there's food on the table, lights is on, and all that type of jazz. So when it comes to getting the kudos, that's kind of like the last thing on my mind. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, some other people take this as a serious day. What's good with it, bro? Happy Father's Day to you guys. All my veterans on here. Shout out to you guys, man. And I'm just giving my little synopsis on this, right? But it was because a Civil War veteran was doing what he had to do when he came back home and he became a single father. And the daughter loved him so much, she was like, this needs to be a national holiday. We need to honor and celebrate my dad for doing what he needed to do. This is how Father's Day started. So shout out to the vets once again. There's always something with war that comes around to make things so magnificent, right? Most of us think Father's Day is just a day where we're celebrated because we're dads. No, it's because we're doing the right thing when we can. And in some relationships, I'm gonna tell you, mine, talk about me here. It's not always kumbayas, man. Sometimes you gotta deal with knuckleheads. That's just kind of where it goes. And I'm a kind of knucklehead myself. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes Father's Day is not the big celebration for everybody, but for others, it's what's up, right? So let's go a little deeper into history, okay? So in 1910 is when it was first statewide. Now we're talking about Washington right now, right? Then 1924, our president in 1924 supported the idea. He urged the states to accept it, but they never did. It took all the way to 1966. President Lyndon B. Johnson issued the first presidential proclamation designed for the third Sunday in June as Father's Day. That was something, huh? Lyndon B. Johnson. If you know anything about history and a little about Lyndon B. Johnson, that would surprise you. With that being said, we got all the way to 1972 before it was actually an official day. President Richard Nixon signed it into law. Until things are actually a part of the law, it's not really a thing. All right. So we just went through that with the veterans deal, talking about that you get the medications, they take away some of your funding, right? So that's another time, another story. Anyways, but making it a permanent holiday, which is now a national holiday and everybody celebrates it. Woo. Okay. So in my mind, whoever's playing the father role, this is your day. Even if you are a woman out here and you're being that father role, hey, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Celebrate it the greatest way you can celebrate it. But thanks to a young woman, right, that saw the hard work the dad did, the hard work that he did to raise her and her other 5 siblings, so that makes it 6 kids to make it happen. This is why we have Father's Day. I never knew that. I just like, oh man, here goddamn another holiday we got to spend some money on. Just being real, y'all. Just saying. When you start celebrating holidays over and over and over, people spend a lot of money and spend. But we don't know why we're spending the money. We're just doing it because everybody say this is what we're supposed to do. But when we go back to history and kind of understand and start to kind of dig a little deeper on why this was so important, it's because someone seen what a person was doing, the action that was taken to make sure that their dad was honored. So this is why we have Father's Day. It goes even deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? But we're not just gonna give a whole history lesson. But this lady that founded the national holiday, which is called now Father's Day, she was born in March 22, 1978. At the age of 96 is when she passed away. Hello. She lived a good life. Now, we know in those times, everyone's not accepted. There's a lot of things going on in these times. But just looking at the basis of the stuff, you know what I'm saying, and seeing how things was going and things were going, it's good that you actually had something to cheer for. Because sometimes, man, times was hard, times was rough. You know what I mean? Even now in these days, sometimes days are hard, it's rough, you know what I'm saying? But it took a single father, you know what I mean? A single man to do what he had to do to make sure his family was great, to do what they needed to do, to make sure they can move on. And here we go. Here's a little more history here, right? The mother died while in childbirth. That's how she passed away. That's how he became a single father. So, boom. If you didn't know, now you know. Class is over. Anyways, man, hope you guys have a great holiday, man. Like I say, even when it comes to Mother's Day, Father's Day, regular day, it's just a day to me. And we're going to continue to do what we got to do each and every day to make sure the kids that we do have around us and the people that we do care about is always taken care of and pushed forward. So before you start celebrating holidays and stuff, do the research on the holiday. You know, just don't take things for what they are. And just go for the blow and just start celebrating things that you don't know about. So do some research, do some history, and I got a little something to show here too. My kiddo, right? Check this out. It's so funny, yo. I know probably shouldn't show this, but I am gonna show this because
I wanna be in the middle.
Let's see if it plays all the way through. So on this day, my kid, this is Tanner right here, right? And this Angel putting Tanner in the car. He had to get his teeth done, right? But all they really do, they check his mouth and everything like that. Watch how he gets in the car. And then, me, it's like, yeah, as a father, you don't want your kids hurt. You don't want them feeling bad, so it's only nice to show this. So when Tanner, you get older and you end up seeing this, and this is in the YouTube history books, you can say, man, my dad got a video of me getting in the car and my mouth was not doing too well. It was so funny. Keep your kids off candy.
You okay, man?
It's chopping up, but y'all can see.
Where's your gauze? You got in your mouth?
He was hurting, y'all. And here, look. I'm gonna try because he in pain. But as a dad, it made me feel good because he wasn't dropping no tears right now. He was just like, man, this really hurts. This is painful. Oh, look at this, dad. Look. Ah. But, hey, I just want to show that because even though we see our kids go through different things and have to deal with life, it's because we went through a little life, you know what I mean? But it is great to be a dad. I love being a dad. I love being a father. When you get a second chance to be a father, man, you do your best that you can. We don't always have all the answers. There's no perfect book out here to show you how to be a dad or be a mother out here. So we make mistakes and things like that. But I tell you what, every day we just going to be thankful we're alive. We're going to turn up every day that we can. You know what I'm saying? I got my little slipper house shoes on. Pretty sure y'all can hear them. I had me a great ruck today. So just be encouraged. Stay moving forward. And when you had them bad day, dads, just remember it took a single dad for us to have this day. So it ain't as bad as what you think it is. So with that being said, once again, veterans leading the way. Damn it, this is why we have Father's Day. I did not know that. It's very interesting. It's always like tragedy, when things happen. But the lady lived all the way to 96, man. That's awesome. That is awesome. So anyways, with that being said, man, I wasn't going to hold nobody too long. I'm going to get up and do some cleaning and probably, watch me a little movie. Might even go out and do another ruck. I don't know. I'm feeling good today. But hey, you guys stay encouraged. It's inside. Got some more content on the way, man. It's Father's Day, right? Nationwide Father's Day. All the way from 1908, all the way up to 1910, down to 1966, all the way to 1972 before it was actually official to where you just might get the day off. Anyways. It's funny that Father's Day falls on the weekend, not the weekday. Why? Because we got to work. Anyways, it's been a great day, man. You guys stay turned up. Share this with the people that you need to share it with. Anyways, man, more things coming. Don't worry, we got a new setup coming. So next time y'all see the live, it'll look totally different. Don't be surprised. Your boy's been working. This is why I'm not always on the phone. Or I'm not always locking in with people. And right now, let's see. It is Father's Day. I said I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to do this right now. So let's see. How many? Okay, let me go back. Hold on. You know what? Bro is calling. People calling right now. Bro, can you help me? Everybody's messaging me. Boom, 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 boom. See, I'm looking at my messages, y'all. I know everybody getting on me, but I don't look at messages. So I'm looking at messages right now. So everybody that has messaged me, happy Father's Day to everybody. Everybody. I'm looking at all messages right now. So happy Father's Day to everybody. If I didn't tell you personally, I'm telling you on the YouTube live while I'm looking at the messages right now. And I am... Damn, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm getting better, man. Everybody get on me. Yeah, man, I'm at 164 mixed messages, so I'm doing a lot better. Anyways, with that being said, man, y'all stay encouraged. Keep going up. It's your boy Inside. It's been another great episode, another great live. More stuff going on yet. Yeah, man, the whole fam. Okay, yeah, man, y'all make sure y'all stay safe out there on the road. Get y'all some good food, and everybody's getting something to eat, man. I'm gonna relax and get ready to probably do me another ruck and finish some laundry. So. Anyways, I salute you guys. You guys been amazing. Shout out to the vets once again, man, because the veterans, we lead the way and we make things happen. It's all up. It's your boy Inside. It's been another great day. It's just another great day. Every day is a great day. Even when I have a bad day, it's a great day.